For our next interview, Kennedy Scurry talks to Philadelphia-based artist Zoe Hicks about her public artworks. Welcome to the studio to Kennedy and Zoe.
Hi everybody, my name is Kennedy Scurry and I'm here with mural artist Zoe Hicks. How are you today?
Good. I'm doing good. Peace, everybody.
It's so great to have you. So let's get right into it. So when did you start doing art and how does it make you feel every day?
Honestly, I just started doing art about it has to be like 9, 10 years ago. But even as a kid, like my family was always into art. Um, it was always around. It was just up until I decided to start like sketching for, just something to do, something to get my hands busy, something to get my mind off things. Like that's when I was like, you know what, let me just, kind of stick to this. And then it just started growing like a little bit more and more.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow, I like these colors. I like everything that's going on. Let me see. Like, and I realized like this is a talent that I have and let me try to like expand it.
Okay. So with your first sketchbook or your first canvas, like what was that moment like when you really did a piece that meant a lot for you?
It had to be like in the beginning when I started like learning things that I like to do. And I was like, I like eyes, I like faces, I like spiritual things, I like surrealism. I like expressing myself through art, through colors. So yeah, it was like in the beginning. It was a few pieces, so I can't really like.
Okay. So from the canvas to the city, what was it like painting your first mural?
What? It was this. So the one that they have on the screen, that's a community one, and that's my first mural right there. That's a community mural that I did on 40th and was it Lancaster? We just recently did that. That's a MLK tribute mural, and we're actually gonna do the mural that's on the new building that's being built on that property. But yeah, that's my first mural that I did, and that's the People Harvest. I was so scared because I didn't know anything about painting on big walls or I just walked in blind and I was like, you know what, let me just show up and just be myself and it just carried from there.
Okay. So when you paint and you use different colors, like what is that feeling like and what is the energy that you bring, when you walk in and you want to paint and you want to just paint the city color, like how does that feel for you knowing that you do this now at your age?
It feels exciting because not that many people can like turn their passion into something that they could do full time. Like I'm a full time artist and it's not easy. Like I have days where like it sucks. Like and then I still like put like 8 to 10 hours into what I really want to do. So like regardless, yeah, it feels really, really good to just wake up and say like I can do this stuff. And like,
That's
I like
really
it.
good. That's really good. So how is it like working with other artists, knowing that they love doing what you love, but also knowing that you're full time? Like, what is that like day to day, every day for you?
I like working with my friends. It makes it more exciting. It makes me feel good. It fuels me. It uplifts me that I'm like helping the community and doing things like that. And the second part of the question,
Was like, how is it day to day for you to be a full time artist? Like when you wake up and you know that you want to paint, like what is that feeling like? And how is it like knowing that this is for you? Like what is it like knowing, you know what, I'm Zoe Hicks, this is for me and I want to do this all the time?
to be honest, I be asking myself that question every day. Like, it's like, am I really doing the right thing? But then I'm like, I constantly itch at it. I wake up in the morning, I set my intentions, I stretch, I really talk to myself sometimes, and I just start creating. Like, even if it's something small, I just started working on clothes. This is something that I just started making.
And please tell us more about what the art on your clothes. Like when did you make this piece and what does this piece represent for you?
The many sides and the many dimensions of self. I'm into science as well, so I'm also into neurographic art. I just started learning about that, so I just started putting some of that into it. Like I said, I'm into like spirituality and surrealism too, so I try to take like normal things and kind of put them in like in abnormal ways. So with this, it's just a head, which is a spirit with many different sides, many different
Okay, I love
dimensions
that.
and feelings. So yeah,
Okay.
and it's a bunch of different connections. Yeah.
And we also know that you work with mural art. So tell us about mural arts and what are like the pros and cons that come with it, and how do you feel about, you know, those that look at art in a different, you know, realm, like graffiti, painting, or painting on walls, as you know, people would say? How is
Yeah.
that?
Working for Mural Arts is amazing. I also work for Amber Arts as well, and I really, really love Amber Arts a lot, both of them. Um, I'm not really into like the art politics and stuff like that. Like I kind of just like found my way just by being eager and just wanting to connect and putting myself out there. It's honestly sometimes it's just about who you connect with. Like you're really just 6 degrees away from whatever it is. You just gotta find that person. And I just kept going, and I found a mentor and started building from there. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know that.
And I know that being an artist can sometimes have its down days, and you might have creative blocks. So how do you motivate yourself to get through those obstacles?
I started doing other things. I'm also a pianist,
Okay.
a writer. So those two things also help me like open up my mind in different ways, and it helps me also paint. Like, yeah, like when I have those creative blocks, it just means that like I need to express myself in other ways.
Okay. So where do you see yourself in like a year or 5 years from now with your art?
I see myself owning my own space, having a studio, a dog. um, yeah, also curating more. I used to curate, and I would like to do that a little bit more so I could help other artists and stuff like that. You
Okay.
know?
Love to hear
Yeah,
it.
just try to expand.
And what is your greatest advice for people who want to get into art and are also struggling how to find their space within the art community or industry, I should say?
One, don't look at what you see on social media because the vision, that's their vision. Look at what you got to do and what you like to do, whatever it is, and just keep going at it. Even if it's just like, oh, I just wanted to give it 10 minutes today. Cool. You gave it 10 minutes. You didn't give it nothing.
Right.
So, like, yeah, just keep going. Like, however somebody else moves, that's how they move. How you move is your lane and your journey. So, yeah, that's my advice. Just keep going at it.
We love that. And with that being said, well, I want to say thank you for how you show for the community and the things that you do. We love to see you every day, and we want to see more from you. So I just want to say thank you for that. And
anytime.
also, how do you feel? So with your art studio, how do you feel about having your art studio and then doing things more for the community, and then, you know, going from there?
I feel good about it. I really
Okay.
want to, like, get that, like, on the road, to be honest. Like, so whoever can connect me in those ways, I'm all for it. Like,
Okay. But thank you again for coming. We appreciate it, and please keep up the great work.